So there was an unofficial preseason media poll that Brett McMurphy from On3 shared. And I don't know what unofficial media poll means because there's an official media poll that's coming at some point. So I don't exactly
They,
know who was polled here. Do you have any idea who's polled here?
or they bring them into the room and they're just like, okay, guys, so we'll have an official one in a month, but let's get a little silly with this one.
I think
Let
they
let let your
basically
hair down.
I think somebody ran this, whether it was McMurphy or somebody else, I don't know. Actually here, I found a link to the actual poll. Let me click in and just see if I can read this. So this was, why am I reading a Penn State article? Oh, okay. Cleveland.com
Mhm.
organizes this poll. Beat writers from all 18 Big Ten teams were invited to participate, as were a few national reporters. So a total of 24 voters participated. And yes, this is the unofficial Big Ten football preseason media poll. Here's the results, and then we can just get instant reactions because I am surprised by a couple elements of this. Number one, not the defending national champions. The Penn State Nittany Lions are first in the unofficial media poll. Ohio State is second. Penn State got 11 first place votes. Ohio State got 10, so very close. Oregon was third. They got two first place votes. The Illinois Fighting Illini, Brett Bielema, slots in at fourth in the media poll. Michigan at fifth, one spot lower, but Michigan did get one first place vote that Illinois did not get. Kurt Signetti in Indiana at six, fresh off a college football playoff appearance, down at six. Iowa seven, Nebraska, Dylan Raiola eight, USC nine, Washington 10, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan State 13th, Rutgers 14, UCLA, Maryland, Northwestern, and coming in at last, the lowly number 18, Barry Odom's Purdue Boilermakers. And that schedule where they're not afraid to play anybody, down at 18th, last in the Big Ten. Your thoughts on the unofficial media poll?
I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't really feel like there were that many surprises, I guess. I mean, I think you got maybe Illinois not getting any first place votes while Michigan ended up getting one would throw me off a little bit. Um, and also I still have not decided, or I haven't consulted with you yet, whether we have decided to once again be Drew Aller guys this year, but that is going to sway me one way or the other on how I feel about this preseason media poll. But I don't think there's anything out of this world shocking that I see on here, to be honest with you.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'd love to officially rule on whether or not we are Drew Aller guys. Could I do that?
Please, I can I uh, to be honest with you, I can't explain why this is true, but the fact that you have an aloe hat on tells me that we are going to be Drew Aller guys this year.
Yeah, okay, this was my reaction to this coming out. I cannot believe the team with Drew Aller is picked to win the league over the team with Jeremiah Smith that just won a national championship. Isn't Ryan Day like 55 and 3 in the Big Ten?
And can I also get a double check on this? Who's Penn State's coach?
James Franklin. Like I just, do the people that cover college football not like have 15 years of watching it under their belts by now? Like I get that things change and things evolve, but unless we're just strictly talking Ryan Day against Michigan, how could you pick anyone else in this league over that coach, that program? I don't get it.
Can I go devil's advocate here?
Yes, talk me into why Penn State is the favorite in this conference this year.
Who's Ohio State's quarterback?
It's going to be saying, I think, right?
Probably. Like maybe there's some questions about saying. I mean, they're going to be nasty. They're Ohio State, don't get me wrong, but they did lose a good amount from that team.
Sure. Sure. They did.
They had a very old senior, like super senior laden team. They are going to be nasty again, though. I'm not acting like they're just bare cupboard now, but they did lose a lot.
Does losing a lot normally hurt Ohio State, Cart?
No.
When's the last time Ohio State really had a step backwards?
So maybe that's the only angle then. This is you think Drew Aller is that much of a gap between Julian Sayin and Ohio State?
Listen, I feel like it's kind of nitpicking, and it was close, right? It was like one first place vote decided who's who here. Um, I understand why Penn State is so highly regarded nationally right now. Um, in their last three seasons, 11 and 2, 10 and 3, 13 and 3. They won two playoff games last year. They didn't beat a high major team in the playoff, but I digress. Uh, I I just would not want to be aligned with James Franklin and Drew Aller when I could be aligned with the defending national champs, an Ohio State program that honestly, Card, I think got the monkey off their backs a little bit. I think there's something psyche wise that we are going to see with Ohio State football this year that feels a little free and not so like, wow, my own fan base might hate me because I can't beat
Ooh.
Michigan. Like,
Oh, like a little bit of they exorcised
yeah.
their demons.
Not even that because they didn't beat Michigan. But I imagine how freeing it must be for Ryan Day to wake up and feel like he's not coaching for his job anymore, even though he didn't have to beat Michigan for it. Right? Like the fact that they're the national champ and he didn't even get over the hump has to be the most freeing thing ever for him until he gets to that final game of the regular season. But like again, we're just talking Ohio State versus the rest of the Big Ten. I don't think Ryan Day's lost to anybody in the Big Ten other than Jim Harbaugh and Sherrone Moore, which is crazy. Doesn't make any sense. But like I don't know how you could watch Penn State lose to Notre Dame and then watch Ohio State and what they looked like in that championship game. And I understand that's last year, it's not this year, but like nothing about Drew Aller, who I thought was visibly terrified at the end of that game, and James Franklin makes me want to side with that side over the new guys that Ryan Day is going to employ. This is systematic at this point. It's an entire ecosystem in Columbus that I'll just put my faith behind to go head to head with Penn State and be better. This video is brought to you by NBA 2K Labs or maybe college football labs because the people behind 2K Labs have just built something awesome. CFBLabs.com has everything you need to play college football 26 even better. Cart, you've been playing the game, right?
I have been, but I'm behind the eight ball, Gregory. There's a lot of people out there who got a little bit of edge on me, but the good folks over at 2K Labs got me covered. They got the playbooks I need, the plays, the head-to-head coaches, knowing some teams. Obviously, way too many college football teams. I need the inside edge here, and they got all different types of things to help me get that edge.
Yeah, I jumped in and started playing Road to Glory over the weekend, and I ended up like a two-star recruit that did not get one snap in season one because I chose the wrong school with the wrong roster that was way too loaded. Had I known that CFBLabs.com exists, I would have made a much more wise decision in my Road to Glory mode. They've got teams, playbooks, coaches, team comparison tools. You can literally see every single play in the game, every player in the game, their rating, what they're good at, all in one consolidated place online to help you make the right choices and win more games in college football 26. CFBLabs.com. Go check it out.
I'd also side with, with all due respect, I'd also rather side with Oregon and Illinois, I think.
Then Penn State.
Yeah.
I think Illinois is a stretch. I think Illinois is a stretch, but
Here's where I'm at, G. It's a phrase that I don't use a lot, but it's a phrase that someone used to use back when I was in college with this player that, was very solid, but like never actually took a jump. It was the same old tricks every single year. Same old tricks, coming back for another year. Oh, it's gonna be better this. No, it's just the same old tricks. Drew Aller is what he is. James Franklin is for sure is what he is. Penn State is what they are. Like they will be the second at best and or third or fourth team in the Big Ten, and that's what they are. That's what a Drew Aller, James Franklin team looks like.
and in the playoff era, by the way, that's totally fine. Like
Yes, it is. It's not. This is not a diss. It just is what it is.
they could be the fourth best team in the country, second in the Big Ten, but that's not first because whoever wins the Big Ten is the best team in the country, and I just wouldn't put that on Penn State this year. For what it's worth, I feel like our general thoughts are reflected in the betting odds. By the way, like any sports book you go to has Ohio State a slight favorite over Penn State. The biggest shock value here for me, which I think we talked about in a video maybe a month ago or maybe 2 months ago now, The sports books have Illinois favored as the seventh best team in the Big Ten, but unofficial media poll has them fourth. And at the time, we talked about how we thought Illinois was the best value. You should place a bet immediately. I think that's backed up by the fact that all these people who cover the conference are higher on Illinois than the sportsbook odds currently are. I think they're going to have a good
Yeah.
year.
Illinois has the same odds as Nebraska.
Yeah, which is crazy.
USC has better odds
Yeah.
than Illinois.
Yeah, it's crazy. Everything else feels pretty right to me. By the way, speaking of Oregon, they got that Tulane running back, Malachi Hughes. Love him.
Mhm.
And I didn't even didn't resonate for me that he's going to Oregon until now.
I'm a Dante Moore guy.
Are you?
Yeah, I think it'll happen.
I mean, if it does, they easily could win this league. It's a bet worth placing. Um, Kurt Signetti, sixth, behind Michigan, a team they beat last year. Is he bulletin boarding this at all? Is sixth accurate for where they should be picked? What do you think?
Oh, he's for sure bulletin boarding this.
Who would you rather bet on this season, Michigan or Indiana?
To be honest with you, I would bet on Michigan just purely based on I just think Bryce Underwood's nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're
Like
comfortable with Illinois ahead of Michigan then?
I think Illinois has a better team though.
Really?
So yeah.
I kind of go back and forth on that. Like I think Michigan's going to be really good defensively. So if you believe in Bryce Underwood, I would think there's high upside there. But
I might be a little bit naive. Are they going to be nasty on defense?
I think not as good as last year, but I think they're in contention for best or second best defense in the Big Ten next year, be my guess.
Mm, okay.
A lot of good players. But yeah, I don't know. My Michigan questions would just be, is Bryce actually ready to like lead and win? He's obviously a
Mm.
talent, but I don't know, reclassifying freshman quarterback feels like you shouldn't put those expectations on him. But if you are a Bryce guy, then I would think five might even be a little low for Michigan.
Is he a reclass?
Isn't he?
I don't think he reclassed.
Oh, I thought he was like, didn't he? No, he enrolled early. My bad. He was trying to get
Yeah,
to
okay,
Michigan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Mixing up my terms. Michigan State at 13. Do you care? Any thoughts?
No, I'll tell you what I care about. The win total, I think last time I checked was at it opened at like 4.5. I think it's at 5.5 right now. Michigan State will win 6 football games this year.
We were debating this in the Michigan State Discord. What do you think is the number that guarantees Jonathan Smith is back next year?
They guarantee he's back.
Yeah.
I think the bar is pretty low, to be honest with you. I think it's a bowl game and like a bowl, maybe a bowl win,
I mean,
but like a bowl game.
some people say he's not getting fired no matter what. So that's a perfectly fine
No,
thing.
I personally think that I don't know. I think Jay Bat's a little bit different. I think Jay Bat says, "Nah, come on now."
You made the point I'm going to make. Here's where I'm at. I think Jay Bath, the new Michigan State athletic director, is so competent and honestly a quick mover. You see what he's doing with fundraising right now.
Mhm.
I don't think Jay Bat is the type to wait around unless he really believes in something. And the
Yeah,
reality is this: Jonathan Smith was not a Jay Bat hire. I think if we were being honest, if Jay Bat had been the athletic director a year ago when they made the hire, think there's any chance in hell Jonathan Smith was the hire?
no,
Zero. And Jonathan Smith has a chance to prove him wrong, but I'm just like Jay Bat is cutthroat, has a history of elite hires. I don't think the candidate pool, had he been hiring for the football coach, would have been Charles Huff and Jonathan Smith. I think there would have been some sneakier, more impressive moves.
hey,
And
who?
I,
Hey, I don't say Mike Elko.
sure, yeah, disputed how serious Mike Elko was a candidate, but sure.
Mhm.
Were
Okay.
you-
Lastly, I know this isn't this about this. Can I get a successful Michigan State season football prediction from you? Like, what does it look like?
What is success?
Yeah, yeah, for this year for Jonathan Smith.
Make a bowl game. Make a bowl game. I don't think he gets fired, but man, I still think there's a world this is really bad.
Yeah. I think the ceiling for this team is win 7 games, make a bowl game, you win the bowl game, you get to 8 wins.
I
That's
mean,
like the
yeah.
best case outcome.
I mean, they're picked 13th in the media poll. That would imply they're supposed to go like 5-7 here.
Yeah,
So
which is very much in the cards.
yeah, and more than anything, I feel like Smith's job and his future is going to come down to what is Childs looking like. Does Childs
Mhm.
actually look like he's progressing into a star? If Childs looks like he did last year, that's going to cut the whole experiment.
Yeah, especially because Jonathan Smith is supposed to be this QB whisperer. Like he's supposed to be like the QB guy and Charles is his guy. Yeah, it's gonna be he doesn't have J-Bat doesn't have 2 T's in his last name for no reason.
How many years until Barry Odom gets Purdue out of last place in the Big Ten?
3 years.
He never gets him out.
He will get him out.
He won't get him out.
He will get him out.
Not the way he's approaching things. He will not get him out. But
I'm a
hey,
Barry Odom guy.
why?
I honestly I enjoyed watching UNLV.
And you're the
They were
same general shape.
honestly I have no clue what Barry Odom looks like, but I'm gonna assume he's fat.
He looks exactly how you would imagine Barry Odom looks.